All right, race fans, let's talk about a big Wednesday afternoon here at Delaware Park, July 23rd. The weather was spectacular. The main track was fast, and we were on the turf for Wednesday. The turf was firm. Rail setting on the turf for Wednesday was 17 feet. Handle for Wednesday, pretty decent, over $2 million. So that's pretty good. Let's get right to the action. Race 1 would kick off the popular early pick 5. They bet almost $37,000 into the early pick 5 on Wednesday. Race 1, we're going a mile, 70 yards on the main track, claiming $5,000 for 3-year-olds and upward, which haven't won a race since January or never won 4 are the conditions. Let's go to the voice of Delaware Park, Josh Brown, with the call of Wednesday's opener.
Away and running. Nice level start. Swift Tap was the first one to ping. The favorite Bird King is showing good early toe. And Bookmarker's right there too. Road Trip to Nowhere came away in 4th. And Semper Fidelis is 3 wide as they swing left. Belts and Brooks is up the inside. And Woke Up in Love is last of all. That's the 7. And Swift Tap is swift indeed. Shows the way by 5. And has no signs of slowing down, passing the 6.5. And Bird King tracks the pace in 2nd. To the outside, Semper Fidelis is now relegated to that second last position as Road Trip to Nowhere passes that one for 3rd and Bookmarker passes that one for 4th. Belton Brooks in front of Semper Fidelis, and Woke Up in Love tries their rally from the back of the pack. So they're nearly halfway home, and Swift Tap continues to lead, and that leads dwindled to 3 lengths as Bird King is right there lurking ever so closer in 2nd, and the second favorite Road Trip to Nowhere is right there in a feisty mood as well. There's quite a separation back to Bookmarker. Woke Up in Love continues this middle move. Semper Fidelis has one beaten, and Belts and Brooks has nowhere to give. So Swift Taps calls it a day, and Bird King comes calling for the lead, and right behind them is Road Trip to Nowhere. Here's the quarter pole for Bird King, who takes the lead away from a stubborn Swift Tap, and Road Trip to Nowhere is battling on. These are the 3 as they turn for home. Bird King is very wide, but has the lead by a length and a half. Road Trip to Nowhere picks off 2nd. Swift Tap has nowhere to give. Bookmarker battles 4th with Woke Up in Love. Inside the final 150 yards, Bird King is nicely clear at 6-5. First of the day and the first favorite's home. Bird King has won it over Road Trip to Nowhere. Swift Tap was 3rd and Bookmarker was 4th.
The 8-year-old son of Tisnow, Bird King, gets his 6th lifetime victory, now well over $300,000 in career earnings. It had been a little while since he'd won, but he won on Wednesday. He went off 6-5 and wins for owner Larry Metz and trainer Mike Gorham. Nice ride there by our leading jockey, Jamie Rodriguez, who picked up his 35th win of the meet. Bird King, the 8-year-old, paid $4.40 to pick up his 6th lifetime win. Congratulations to all the winning connections there of Bird King, my best bet of the day. Let's turn the page here. Race 2 would kick off the early pick 4. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Maiden claiming $25,000 for 2-year-olds here in race 2. Let's check out the action from the 2nd.
Away and running. Good level start. Good rail speed from Dancing Today. There's the pink of Povellin and Williston Warriors right there too. Wallard came away a handy 4th and Tucker Tiki came away a wide 5th. Zimba is a tracking 6th in front of Mac Daddiness. Then you have Marcan Love. And Baby Bobby is last of all. 4 furlongs to go. And one of the longest shots on the board, Povellin gets over to the rail and shows the way by 3 expanding lengths. Wallard's deep on the track. Williston Warriors, the meat in that sandwich, and Dancing Today is getting closer too. Quite a separation back to Tucker Tiki, and the favorite is near the backfield. Second last is Mac Daddiness, a non-threatening 8th as they turn to the top of the stretch. Povellin's the first one to kick for the money, but Wallard takes the fight to him, and the red cap of Dancing Today battles as they swing to the top of the stretch, and Wallard, the 3rd choice on the wagering board, kicks away with authority. Povellin has nowhere to give. Dancing Today battles Williston Warrior for the minor balance, but it's over up top. Wallart's nicely clear. Wallart was a decisive winner. Dancing Today got up for 2nd. Then you have Williston Warrior and Povellin.
Wallard, the first-time starter by Code of Honor, wins at first asking for trainer Anthony Ferrier. Nice ride there. Arnaldo Bocachico. Wallard Dam won first time out, and Wallart does the same thing. He goes off 3-1 and pays $8.60 there in race 2. Let's turn the page here. Race 3 would kick off a pick 5 in race 3. We're going a flat mile, claiming 15,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Let's see the action from race 3.
Away and running. Good inside speed from Masacato today. JJD is flashing good early toe, and Top Blood is right there too amongst the front ranks, and One Way Farrier scrapes the paint in that 4th place position. Deep on the track is Catatumbo in front of Bold Ambition, and Amadeus Music was a touch slow when the starter sprung the latch. So it's all Masacato so far, shows the way 3/4 of a length, but Top Blood is right there hounding the leader down the back of the track run in a race that sees no pace. You have the inside trip from the gray, One Way Farrier, but that one was headed by JJD for the backstretch run, and still a line of 3 behind them, including Catatumbo, Amadeus Music, and Bold Ambition is last of all. 4.5 furlongs to go, and Masacato continues to make play. The lead's only down to a half length at best. Top Blood continues to shadow the speed in second. JJD is right there with the money on, getting closer in third. 4 wide is Catatumbo. Bold Ambition looking for the out. One Way Farrier's not out of the woods yet. And Amadeus Music tacking on. Still a few chances. And Masacato starts to back up fast to the 5/16 pole. And Top Blood comes calling for the lead. Bold Ambition behind the top 2. And now let's see. JJD is near the backfield. His head's turned for home. Here's the longest price on the board. Top Blood kicks for home. Masacato has no more to give. Up the inside is Bold Ambition. One Way Farrier's closing in late. Deep on the track is Catatumbo. Still a few chances. Top Blood is still giving plenty. One Way Farrier scampers up the fence. Catatumbo's late on the scene. Top Blood is 45-1 to beat One Way Farrier, Catatumbo, and Masacato.
Huge upset here in race 3 as Top Blood, the 3-year-old colt by War of Will, goes off at 45-1 and springs the upset for trainer Jose Corrales and jockey John Bassano. $93.60 the win price on Top Blood as the 3-year-old gets his 3rd lifetime win. Congratulations to all the connections there of Top Blood. Big winner there in race 3. Race 4, we'd have a nice big field on the turf, firm turf course on Wednesday, rail at 17 feet. Race 4 is a maiden claiming $45,000 for filly mares 3 and up. Going a mile and a 16th on the firm turf course. We'd kick off another pick 5 here in race 4. Let's check out the action from the 4th.
Away and running. Slow in his stride was English Elsa. Good speed today from Rapaz. There's the orange cap of Pegster. And deep on the track, Galatina joins that fight. Dona Luna protects that rail position but was hampered as Coquila Miss gets closer. So the top 3 fly with a circuit to go. Dona Luna came away at joint 4th, and Risk and Regrets in between rivals. Ricolia Leahy is now going 4 paths deep as they round the bend. Pegster's in front of 3 rivals early, which is Keep It Sweet. Second last is Space Dust, and nothing on debut from English Elsa. Up and around the first turn they go. It's Rapaz who sets the tone and leads 3/4 of a length, but Galatina is right there sharp in this effort and is getting closer with 4.5 furlongs to go. Coquila Miss continues to ride the rail under a stout hold in 3rd, and Wicolia Lady is right there in that 4th place position. Risk and Regret travels nicely as they pass the 4, and Pegster latches on to that quintet of runners too. Then you have Keep It Sweet and Dona Luna, and last of the contenders is Space Dust as there's nothing from English Elsa as they get ready to turn again. Still a few chances, but Rapaz shows the way at even money and is going as smooth as silk. Galatina breathing down that rival's neck in second. Wicolia Lady is right there looping up on the far outside. Risk and Regret is stymied for the moment, and now Rapaz in deep water as they turn to the top of the stretch, and there's a massive move from Pegster out on the far outside, and Galatina tries to stick with this rival, and up the inside here comes Risk and Regret. Coquila Miss is late on the scene. There's 100 yards from home, and Pegster kicks away at 7-2. Late on the scene is Coquila Miss, but they're not beating Pegster today. Pegster has won it over Galatina. Then came Risk and Regret and Coquila Miss.
Big day for trainer Danielle Hodson. Just a few minutes before this race on Wednesday at Delaware Park, she won a nice big race down at Colonial Downs, and she gets her second win of the day with Pegster, who goes off 7-2, and the 3-year-old filly by Spitzer breaks her maiden for Ram Racing Stable and trainer Danielle Hodson. Nice ride there, JG Torrealba. $9 to win price on Pegster in race 4. Let's turn the page here. Race 5 would kick off the late pick 5. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track, claiming 5,000 for 3 and up. Haven't won a race since January or never won 4. Let's see the action here from race 5.
Away and running. Good speed on the outside from Cloud Music today. There's the rail speed of Sways of My DNA. Matt Matters and Mogaloo chases the top 4. And Shanghai Superfly came away in 5th. Tracking 6 on the outside is Cajun Dream in the red cap. And there goes Mogaloo, who tries to engage Midnight Getaway as they point towards the 4. And the last 4 is Always Charming. Then you have Notion to Tap it. Second last is You Kidding Me and Fight Fiercely. Whips them in, but Cloud Music, taking no prisoners on the front end, shows the way past the 3 furlong pole with a comfortable lead. And now Cloud Music is opened up by 2. Sways of My DNA tries to chase in second. Matt Matters is in third. The favorite, the gray Cajun Dreams, only in 5th. Passed by Mogaloo as heads turn for home. And Shanghai Superfly starts to show up late. They swing. And Cloud Music coming back to the face of the field. And Matt Matters takes dead aim on this leader. And here comes Mogaloo late on the scene with a flashy run up the fence. It's Matt Matters to strike the front. Cloud Music is grudgingly giving way. Out of the clouds is Fight Fiercely. Matt Matters has won it. To beat Cloud Music, Mogaloo, and Fight Fiercely.
Matt Matters, the 4-year-old son of Barbados, a homebred for Robert Gersak and trainer Bruce Kravitz. Matt Matters picks up his 4th lifetime win. He goes off at 9-2. Nice ride there, Yabiel Ramos. Matt Matters paid $11.40 to win race 5. If you hit the early pick 5 on Wednesday at Delaware Park, congratulations. The early pick 5 paid big. It paid $10,439.95. Congratulations if you had a monster early pick 5 score on Wednesday. Let's turn the page here. Race 6 would kick off the final pick 4 of the day. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Maiden claiming $25,000 for filly mares 3 and up here in race 6. Let's see what happens.
Away and running. Good speed from the favorite High Hearts, but 5th of June draws first blood and takes the lead away. Go Chloe Go is traveling in 3rd, and Cheese and Crackers is now landing 2nd in a blink of an eye. Hill Sparrow is hard hustled on the far outside, and Run Sweetly tracks a hot pace in that 6th place position. So 5th of June leads them past the 4 and leads by a length and a half, but High Hearts, with all that overwhelming public support, is right there in a menacing mood today. Cheese and Crackers sticking with that speed in that 3rd place position, and now Run Sweetly coming alive on the far outside. Go Chloe Go is backed up fast and nothing from Hill Sparrow. Here's the quarter pole for the 3rd choice on the board. 5th of June leads them at the top of the stretch, but now here comes Run Sweetly, and High Hearts needs to re-rally, and that one's dropped into 3rd as heads turn for home. It's 5th of June holding on by just 1, trying to bully on through his High Hearts, and here comes High Hearts chasing Run Sweetly. 3 across the track, a 16th ago, and High Hearts now surges to the top. Run Sweetly to 2nd, 5th of June back to 3rd. The 2-5 favorite High Hearts has won it over Run Sweetly, 5th of June, and Go Chloe Go.
A determined High Hearts. She had to fight her way through traffic with the 3-year-old filly by Cupid. Breaks her maiden today for owner Jennifer Jones and trainer Christopher Seal. The Seals barn having a strong meet. Nice winning ride there. Gabe Maldonado. High Hearts went off 2-5. Paid $2.80 there in race 6. Race 7 would be a nice big field on the turf, going 7.5 furlongs on the firm turf course with the rail at 17 feet. 16,000 starter allowance for filly mares here in race 7. Let's check out the action from the 7th.
Away and running. to a nice even start. Good speed today from Shy Shy. Dark Duchess is also chiming in, so those outside barriers cross in front of everyone else. Mischievness gets some pace to chase, and Glossamer came away a handy fourth. Up the inside, our Run Chata's in front of two, which is Whirlwind, who was a step slow, and Hot Bottom Girl is last of all. So slingshotting to the lead is Dark Duchess, and this 10-1 bomb is showing the way and couldn't be going any faster, leads by 5. Shy Shy is past the 5 furlong marker in second, and Glossamer is right there in a position to challenge in that third place position as Mischievness tries to take that position away and does. There's a separation of 5 back to I'll Run Chata, then Hot Bottom Girl, and Whirlwind is still last of all. So now Dark Duchess starts to back up fast and only leads by 4. Shy Shy continues to take up the chase in second with 3 furlongs to go. Glossamer has sought the trip at 7-1. Mischievness is also right there on hold. I'll Run Chata tries to make a middle move in front of Whirlwind, and Hot Bottom Girl is last of all. Here's the quarter pole, and Dark Duchess is on borrowed time, and Shy Shy comes calling for the lead. They swing off the turn and race for home, and it's Shy Shy who confronts Dark Duchess, and here comes Glossamer and Mischievness. Deep on the track, Whirlwind is closing from last, and I'll Run Chata is up the inside. Shy Shy had the jump. Mischievness is getting closer every step of the way, but yards to the finish. Shy Shy is holding. Shy Shy got it by inside 3/4 of a length to Mischievness, then Whirlwind and Glossamer.
Shy Shy, the 4-year-old daughter of Painter, gets her third lifetime win for trainer Mac Robertson and owner Robert Ryan. Nice ride there. Julio Hernandez picks up his 27th win of the meet. Shy Shy goes off 5-2 and pays $7.80 as she got her third career victory there in race 7. If you played the pick 5 that started in race 3, it paid 4 out of 5 for $18.70. We'll have a carryover in the middle pick 5 for Thursday starting race 3. The carryover will be $6,733.28. So over $6,700 in the carryover for the middle pick 5 starting race 3 on Thursday. Let's turn the page here. Race 8 would kick off the late daily double. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Nice first level allowance for filly mares 3 and up. Let's check out the action here from race 8.
Away and running. Slow to go was Alcala, blazing speed from Mudslide today. 4 of them team up behind her. Summers coming on the outside, grabs second, and Old Bay is right there too, as Her Lady came away a handy joint third, and Expecting a Winner is being passed by Alcala. It's a close-knit group down to the 4.5, and Mudslide's the leader and leads by 1 tight length, but Summers coming is right there up in the ante in that second place position with 3.5 furlongs to go. As Her Lady rides that rail in the third, Alcala now grabs 4th. Old Bay needs to dig deep and find more, and Expecting a Winner has to close from last. Now the plot starts to thicken with a 1/4 mile from home, and Alcala on the far outside raises the stakes to Mudslide, and Summers coming in between rivals, and behind them is Old Bay as they turn for home, and Alcala confronts Mudslide at the 3/16 pole. It's still Mudslide holding on for dear life. Alcala, despite a slow start, is right there too. Summers coming has the jump now, and Summers coming hits the front at 9-5. Summers coming has won it. Alcala was second, Mudslide was third, and Old Bay finished 4th.
Summers coming, the 4-year-old gray filly by Summerfront, gets her 6th lifetime victory, now close to $300,000 in career earnings for this nice-looking 4-year-old filly. She wins for owner trainer Mike Deeney. Summers coming went off 9-5 and paid $560 there in race 8. The pick 5 that started race 4 on Wednesday, that paid $387.50. Let's turn the page here. Race 9, maiden claiming $25,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. We're going 5.5 furlongs on the main track. Let's see what happens here in the Wednesday finale.
Away and running. Slow to go was Badkin Creek. Good speed today for Star of Abraham. There's the speed of Super Lasting Secret, and Opportune Notion is right there too. And now Badkin Creek joins that fight for that 4th place check. Man See Us Way, the favorite, came away in 5th in front of Che Pin 11. And Dr. Merciless has to come with a big close with 4 furlongs to go. So it's a lively go for supremacy, and Star of Abraham spearheads the field. Opportune Notion 1 off the fence. 3 paths deep as Super Lasting Secret. And Bodkin Creek on debut is running a cheeky race today. Mancius Way getting closer to the top 4. Dr. Merciless tries to hit that best stride, and Chapin 11 comes under a ride. There's a quarter to go at Delaware Park, and Bodkin Creek continues to lead. Super Lasting Secret slowly giving way, and they're into the stretch. Bodkin Creek on debut kicks away by 2. Mancius Way is getting closer in a great big way. Super Lasting Secret boxes on. Dr. Merciless moves into 4th. There's 70 yards to go, and Bodkin Creek is still giving plenty at 7-1. Bodkin Creek has won it over Mancius Way, Super Lasting Secret, and Dr. Merciless.
Bodkin Creek, a 3-year-old by Broad Rule. Now, Broad Rule is a nice sprinter down in Maryland. He was a stakes winner. He won his first race ever, and this is his first-time starter to win. So, big win here for the sire. Broad Rule is homebred for Helen Kathleen Dibben of Maryland and trainer Karen Wagner. Bodkin Creek goes off 7-1 and wins first out with Carol Cedeno aboard. Bodkin Creek paid $16.20. The late pick 5 on Wednesday paid well. You had a $2 horse win one of the legs, a $5 horse and a $7 horse, and you had $11 horse to kick it off. We wrap it up with a $16 horse. The late pick 5 paid $1,126.90. Congratulations if you had that. Let's get a quick break. When we come back, I'm going to tell you about my best bet and price play for Thursday at Delaware Park. Okay, let's talk about my best bet and price play for Thursday, July 24th here at Delaware Park. My best bet of the day is going to come in race 5. That'll wrap up the early pick 5 and kick off the late pick 4. Race 5, we're going a flat mile on the main track, 8,000 starter allowance, optional claiming 12,000 for 3-year-olds and upward. Nice group here in race 5, and I'll go with Jamie Ness and Jamie Rodriguez with the 7 group ticket. The 4-year-old son of Lord Nelson has won 3 of his last 4, including his last 2. He's a perfect 1-for-1 here at Delaware Park. He had a nice win here at Delaware 2 starts ago with a big 79 buyer speed figure. There's some other tough horses in here. That's why instead of getting even money like we're normally getting with Ness and Jamie Rod, we're getting 5-2 here on the 7 group ticket. That's a nice price for a Ness and Jamie Rod horse. So the 7 group ticket in race 5, my best bet of the day for Thursday. My price play will come in race 4. Race 4 kicks off the late pick 5. We're going a mile, 70 yards on the turf course. Maiden claiming $45,000 for 3-year-olds and upward here. And I like the 2 Flamingo Star, who's 5-1 morning line. 4-year-old by Force to Pass for trainer Jorge Duarte Jr. This horse owned by Colts Neck Stable. They have some nice horses up there in New Jersey. Carol Cedeno will ride. This horse just got beat a nose on the Delaware turf last June as a 3-year-old. I think he's better now as a 4-year-old. He has 1 race under his belt. He'll be running second off the layoff on Thursday. The barn's 27% and a positive ROI with horses running second off this kind of layoff. I think Flamingo Star will get a nice ground-saving trip with Carol and be right there when they turn for home. So I have the 2 Flamingo Star at 5-1 in race 4, my price play of the day for Thursday, July 24th. Thanks to all our horsemen, fans, and bettors for supporting us on Wednesday. The handle was pretty good, over 2 million. We hope for some nice weather again on Thursday. We'll be back on the turf, hopefully with that nice weather and hopefully another strong handle. Thanks again for everybody coming out on Wednesday. Have a great night, and we hope to see you on Thursday.